Hello sir, my name is Nura Aizafakihah binti Muhammad Azami, and today I will present about what are the human resource management problems in offshoring organization, how can multinational companies in Malaysia design their human resource system to reduce those problems. So, for introduction, in international and global organization, international human resource management refer to the process of hiring, developing, and compensating people. An international firm is one that has a branch outside of the parent company's native region and relies on its financial strength or manufacturing prowess. An MNC is typically thought to have a number of operations in various nations, all of which are coordinated through the headquarters, which is situated in one of those nations. Next is for objective. Firstly, the objective of international human resource management is it enhance to develop managerial skills, organizational knowledge, and technical abilities of HR managers and employees. Managers must employ a wide range of ability in order to be successful in planning, organizing, leading, and controlling. A skill is the capacity to do an action with proficiency. Technical, interpersonal, and conceptual skills make up the three main subcategories of managerial abilities. One of company's most important resources is knowledge. It enhances workforce intelligence and increases organizational effectiveness generally. Secondly, the objective of international human resource management is to develop more and better handle of global business operation. Business managers must coordinate the input of numerous teams from various international locations because international business is a difficult area, despite the fact that there isn't a single agreed definition of global business manager. The majority of the majority of the leadership is provided by business managers, country managers, and functional managers, while senior executive oversees the entire management team. These four different categories of manager collectively examine strategy, nation profiling, local law, resource management, employee performance, and total production. Thirdly, the objective of international human resource management is to rise and develop better and new performance management of human resource. The purpose of performance management is to set goals that are aligned with the department or college strategic plans, improve employee growth and development, and foster effective collaboration between the individual and their supervisor. Next, the objective of international human resources management is to manage and organize cross-cultural counseling and language training program. Another strategy for managing diversity in an organization is cross-cultural training. It has been the primary strategy for promoting efficient cross-cultural contact and communication. Language Connection offers language training program for both people hoping to advance their careers through their multilanguage abilities and business looking to support their staff members' communication skills in English or other foreign language. Lastly, the objective of international human resource management is to get more and more opportunities within global HR scenario. The management of benefit and compensation is a given for human resources, but with the globalization of business is the 21st century, HR now needs to adapt to new ways of providing benefit to an organization employees. Non-traditional benefit including flexible work schedule, paternity leave, additional vacation time, and telecommunicating are strategies to inspire current staff members as well as to recruit and keep new highly qualified workers. Next is importance of international human resource management. Firstly, the importance of international human resource management is need for workforce empowerment. The importance of workforce empowerment or giving employees responsibility commensurate with their duties has grown significantly around the world. Due to the impact on the rest of the world, India cannot fall behind. Both a change in the workforce thinking and a change in skills are necessary for workforce empowerment. In both of these ways, HRM play a critical role. Secondly, the importance of international human resource management is technological changes. Many organizations have chosen newer technologies as a result of the lifting of limits on the import and acquisition of technology. Increased computer use has given technical innovation a new facet. All abilities are therefore quickly becoming obsolete. In their place, the operative must learn novel abilities, which has increased the requirement for training in this organization and forced HR department to be more active. Thirdly, the importance of international human resource management is competition for human resource. The competition for human resource has shifted since foreign companies began operating in India industrial sector. Foreign businesses, especially those engaged in consultancy, commercial banking, investment banking, as well as computer software companies within their rules, have increased rapidly for hiring managers. Next, the importance of international human resource management is reorganization. Reorganization has received as much attention as restructuring. Many businesses are reorganizing their hierarchical structures by reducing the number of management tiers and increasing the scope of control. As a result, as was done earlier, there is a focus on flat structure as opposed to tall building. In the past, many huge firms operated under the archaic principle of 7 layers in the pyramid and 7 direct subordinates beneath each boss. However, this idea is quickly disappearing. Lastly, the importance of international human resource management is emphasis on core competency. Since the end of the liberalization process, many enterprises have begun to concentrate on their core competencies, and companies are now structured around them. A company core skill is a special asset that it might not be able to compare with it. This could take the shape of this sensitive financial resources financing as accessible at a significantly reduced cost. People resource marketing capability or technology capability, it is likely to produce competitive advantages if the company is structured on its core competencies. Next is IHRM problems of offshoring organization. Firstly, the problems of offshoring organization is time zone different. Only when operational costs abroad significantly decline can business benefit from offshoring. To put it another way, you should only offshore operation if doing so will benefit for your company. Company may be forced to relocate far from their native country, typically to a different continent in a different time zones. Secondly, the problem of offshoring organization is cultural and language barriers. Offshoring may cross geographical boundary, but linguistic and cultural barriers still exist. Most well-like offshore locations, like the Philippines, offer English-speaking labor that is well-versed in work culture. However, they typically speak English as a second language. Thirdly, the problem of offshoring organization is quality control issue. There are always issues linked to quality while developing item offshore. However, offshore outsourcing can arise even more issue in this area. This is due to potential significant difference between local production circumstances and law and those in your native country. Next, the problem of offshoring organization is security and intellectual property (IP) issue. Any sharing of sensitive company data exposes you to the death risk. Offshore locations are farther away than offshore ones, which raises this risk. One is that any patent protection is frequently nation-specific. The IP security of your business will be governed by local law. Lastly, the problem of offshoring organization is paralleling and compliance issue. Managing two parallel payroll and compliance system, one at home and one in the overseas sites, is known as offshoring. Your paperwork will undoubtedly expand as a result, increasing the offshoring hidden expenses. Next, solution to the problems. First solution to the problems time zone difference is for your in-house and offshore staff. It's critical to have at least a few shared work hours. Second solution to the problems cultural and language barriers is before traveling to the offshore location, the management of the offshoring company must to do a true reconnaissance. Third solution to the problem's quality control issue is when compared to something like offshoring software development, the quality concerns with production offshoring may be very different. Fourth, solution to the problem security and IP issue is offshoring poses significant data security threat, but they are also controllable. Lastly, solution to the problem spiraling and compliance issue is that it allows you profit from a sector that caters to businesses just like yours. Next is findings and suggestion. For findings, the fact that the capability of the offshoring organization is complex and includes coordination, competency, connection development, relationship design, and organizational identification development is a major conclusion from our instances. For suggestion, the study has contributed to the offshore research by demonstrating that companies can create an offshore management competence and by demonstrating that they can do so by using a systematic approach to learning from experience. That's all from me. Thank you.